Hello, treasure hunters, collectors, and curious minds. Welcome back to the Rusty Coin Grow, your go-to channel for all things rare and valuable in the world of coins, paper currency, and now, stamps. In today's episode, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. postage stamps and uncovering the top 5 most valuable stamps in American history. These tiny masterpieces aren't just pieces of paper. They're incredible artifacts that have reached jaw-dropping values at auctions, with some worth millions of dollars. The origin of the 1895 Benjamin Franklin 1-cent stamp. The 1-cent stamp featuring Benjamin Franklin was first issued in 1895 by the United States Post Office. Part of the first Bureau issue series, these stamps were engraved and printed by the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. Design. The stamp features a portrait of Benjamin Franklin, one of the founding fathers of the United States, based on a design by noted engraver James McDonough. Its green hue and intricate engraving made it an iconic piece of postal history. Purpose. The 1-cent denomination was typically used for postcards and printed matter, making it a common utility stamp during its time. While many of these stamps were printed, certain factors have elevated the value of specific specimens far beyond their original purpose. Why is the 1895 1-cent stamp so valuable? Collectors value the Benjamin Franklin 1895 stamp for several reasons, including rarity, condition, and unique features. Rarity. While millions of these stamps were produced, surviving examples in pristine condition are scarce. Over time, many were damaged, lost, or destroyed, making intact copies rare treasures. Errors and variants. Some stamps from this series feature printing errors, such as misaligned perforations, double impressions, or color variations. These mistakes were unintentional, but now make those stamps highly collectible. The most valuable variant is the imperforate stamp, a printing error where the stamp sheet was not properly perforated, leaving intact, uncut edges. Condition. A stamp's condition plays a significant role in its value. A well-preserved, mint-condition stamp, unused with original gum, can command top dollar. Stamps graded as superb by professional grading services, with sharp designs and no visible flaws, often fetch premium prices. Provenance and certification. Stamps with documented histories or those certified as authentic by philatelic experts are worth significantly more. How to determine if your stamp is valuable. If you suspect you have an 1895 Benjamin Franklin 1-cent stamp, here's how to evaluate its worth. Examine the design. Look for the green 1-cent Franklin portrait and confirm the issue date. The 1895 stamp belongs to the Scott Catalog number 264 series. Check the perforations. Verify that the stamp has standard perforations of 12 holes per 2 centimeters. Imperforate versions are extremely rare. Assess the condition. Look for tears, discoloration, or missing gum. Mint condition stamps are worth significantly more than those that show wear. Seek professional appraisal. Have the stamp evaluated by a reputable philatelic organization, such as the American Philatelic Society, APS, or a certified appraiser. Verify authenticity. Be cautious of counterfeits. Genuine 1895 1-cent stamps should have clear, sharp engravings and be printed on soft, wove paper. Market value, the $30,000 stamp. In today's collector's market, rare specimens of the 1895 Benjamin Franklin 1-cent stamp have reached astonishing values. Standard used stamps. Average quality stamps with cancellations may sell for $1 to $50. Mint condition. Unused stamps with original gum and no damage can fetch $500 to $1,500. Imperforate errors. Rare examples with missing perforations have been auctioned for $30,000 or more. Prices vary based on demand, rarity, and the results of professional grading. Where to sell your stamp. If you've verified that your stamp is valuable, you can sell it through auction houses, renowned philatelic auctioneers like Sotheby's, Heritage Auctions, or Robert A. Siegel auction galleries specialize in rare stamps. Philatelic societies. Join stamp clubs or societies to connect with collectors and buyers. Online marketplaces. Platforms like eBay or Delchem attract global buyers, but may require careful negotiation. Dealers. Reputable stamp dealers can offer appraisals and immediate sales, though at slightly lower prices. Final thoughts. The 1895 Benjamin Franklin 1-cent stamp is a testament to the enduring value of philately. What was once a simple tool for sending mail has transformed into a collector's gem worth thousands of dollars. Whether you're an avid collector or someone discovering a hidden treasure in an old album, this stamp story reminds us that history often hides in the most unexpected places. The 1919 United States 2-cent stamp, part of the Washington Franklin series, was issued during a time when the U.S. Postal Service relied heavily on stamps to facilitate correspondence. These stamps featured a bust of George Washington, honoring the first president of the United States. The stamp is printed in carmine red and showcases Washington's profile framed by an ornate oval design. It was primarily used for standard domestic letter postage, aligning with the 2-cent rate for first-class mail at the time. While millions of these stamps were produced, certain unique factors have turned some into valuable collectibles. Why is this 2-cent stamp so valuable? Although the standard 1919 2-cent stamps are not particularly rare, specific features make some examples extraordinarily valuable. These factors include printing errors, condition, and rarity. Unique printing errors, inverted center error. One of the most famous errors in U.S. philately, an inverted center occurs when the portrait of George Washington is printed upside down relative to the frame. This error is incredibly rare, making the few surviving examples worth up to $13,000 or more at auction. Double impressions. A double impression occurs when the stamp design is printed twice, creating a shadow effect. These rare mistakes are highly sought after. Misaligned perforations. Perforation errors where the holes are off-center or completely missing also significantly increase the value of these stamps. Color variations. Unusual shades of carmine red or faded designs due to printing inconsistencies can attract collector interest. Rarity and survivability. While millions of stamps were initially printed, very few error stamps survived in good condition due to their practical use and handling. Condition and grading. Mint condition, a stamp that is unused, with original gum intact and no visible flaws, commands the highest prices. Used stamps. Stamps with cancellation marks can still be valuable, especially if the error is prominent and the stamp is otherwise in good condition. How to identify a valuable 1919 2-cent stamp. If you think you have a 1919 2-cent stamp in your collection, here's how to determine its value. Confirm that the stamp belongs to the Washington Franklin series issued in 1919. Look for Washington's profile printed in carmine red. Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass or a stamp collector's loupe to inspect the stamp for potential errors like inverted centers, double impressions, or misaligned perforations. Assess the condition. Look for tears, creases, or discoloration that might reduce the stamp's value. Mint condition stamps are worth significantly more. Consult a professional. Have the stamp authenticated and graded by a reputable philatelic organization, such as the American Philatelic Society, APS, or Professional Stamp Experts, PSE. Market value. Why some stamps are worth $13,000 or more. The value of a 1919 2-cent stamp depends on several factors. Standard stamps, common, used stamps without errors typically sell for $1 to $10. Mint condition. Unused stamps with original gum and no visible flaws are valued between $50 and $500. Rare errors. Stamps with unique errors, especially the inverted center, can sell for $13,000 or more at auction. Selling your 1919 2-cent stamp. If you discover a potentially valuable stamp, consider selling it through the following avenues. Auction houses. Prestigious auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Robert A. Siegel. Auction galleries specialize in rare stamps and often attract competitive bidders. Philatelic societies. Join organizations like the American Philatelic Society, APS, to connect with buyers and experts. Online marketplaces. Platforms such as eBay, Del Camp, or specialized stamp selling websites can help you reach collectors worldwide. Stamp dealers. Reputable dealers can provide appraisals and facilitate immediate sales, though they may take a commission. Tips for collectors and sellers. Verify authenticity. Ensure your stamp is genuine and authenticated by a trusted expert to avoid counterfeits. Preserve the stamp. Store your stamp in a protective album or sleeve to maintain its condition. Research prices. Review recent sales of similar stamps to set realistic expectations for your stamp's value. Conclusion. The 1919 United States 2-cent stamp holds a special place in philatelic history. While most were once considered everyday postage, a select few have achieved legendary status due to their rarity and unique errors. With some selling for as much as $13,000, this stamp is a testament to the value of attention to detail and historical significance. The world of stamp collecting has long been a window into history, showcasing iconic figures and events from the past. Among the most coveted stamps is the 1909 Abraham Lincoln 4-cent stamp, a piece of philatelic history that has reached extraordinary heights in value. With rare specimens fetching up to $1 million at auction, this stamp has become a prized possession for collectors worldwide. If you own one, you could be holding a treasure of monumental worth. The history behind the 1909 Abraham Lincoln 4-cent stamp. The 1909 4-cent Abraham Lincoln stamp was issued by the United States Post Office to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth, 1809 to 1909. As the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln's leadership during the Civil War and his role in abolishing slavery made him one of the most revered figures in American history. Design. The stamp features a striking portrait of Abraham Lincoln in black ink on an orange background. This unique color combination was rare among U.S. stamps of the time. The design was based on a photograph of Lincoln taken by Matthew Brady, one of the most prominent photographers of the 19th century. Purpose. The 4-cent denomination was intended for use on heavier letters in international mail, making it less commonly circulated than lower denomination stamps. Why is the 1909 Lincoln 4-cent stamp so valuable? While millions of these stamps were printed, certain rare features have elevated the value of specific specimens to astronomical levels. Here's what makes some of these stamps worth up to $1 million. Rarity. Despite widespread production, surviving examples in pristine condition are exceedingly rare. Many stamps were used for postage and discarded, leaving few intact specimens for collectors. Unique errors. The most valuable versions of the stamp include printing errors, such as inverted center errors, where Lincoln's portrait is printed upside down relative to the frame. Double impressions, where the design appears twice, creating a shadow effect. Color variations. Rare deviations in the orange background or black portrait ink are highly sought after. Condition. Stamps in mint condition, with their original gum intact and no flaws, command the highest prices. Used stamps can also be valuable if they feature rare errors or have unique historical cancellations. Historical significance. As a tribute to Abraham Lincoln during the centennial of his birth, the stamp holds immense historical and cultural value. Auction records. Rare examples of the 1909 4-cent Lincoln stamp have sold for record-breaking prices at prestigious auctions, with some achieving bids near $1 million. How to identify a valuable 1909 Lincoln 4-cent stamp? If you suspect you have one of these extraordinary stamps, here's how to evaluate its worth. Inspect the design. Look for the orange frame with Lincoln's black portrait. Confirm that the issue year is 1909. Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass to detect any printing errors, such as inverted designs, color variations, or perforation misalignments. Assess the condition. Stamps in mint condition are worth significantly more than those with tears, creases, or missing gum. Consult experts. Have your stamp authenticated and graded by a reputable philatelic organization such as the American Philatelic Society, APS, or Professional Stamp Experts, PSE. Research provenance. Stamps with documented historical significance or unique backstories can command higher prices. Market value, $1 million legacy. The value of a 1909 Lincoln 4-cent stamp depends on its rarity and condition. Standard used stamps, Common, circulated versions typically sell for $50 to $500. Mint condition stamps. Pristine, unused examples can fetch between $2,000 and $10,000. Error. Stamps. Stamps with printing errors or unique features, especially inverted centers, have sold for up to $1 million at major auctions. Selling your 1909 Lincoln 4-cent stamp. If you own a 1909 Lincoln 4-cent stamp and believe it could be valuable, here's how to maximize its worth. Professional appraisal. Have your stamp evaluated by an expert or a certified dealer to determine its authenticity and grade. Auction houses. Rare and high-value stamps perform best at prestigious auction houses, such as Heritage Auctions, Robert A. Siegel auction galleries, or Sotheby's. Online platforms, websites like eBay or Del Camp, allow collectors to connect with global buyers. Philatelic societies. Joining stamp clubs or organizations can help you network with collectors and potential buyers. Tips for collectors and sellers. Preserve your stamp. Store your stamp in a protective sleeve or album to prevent damage. Verify authenticity. Avoid counterfeits by having your stamp authenticated by a trusted philatelic expert. Monitor the market. Stay updated on recent auction results and trends in the stamp collecting world. Conclusion. The 1909 Abraham Lincoln 4-cent stamp is more than just a piece of postal history.